Good evening, this is Mr. Wintermelon. So we have learned about transpiration as well as wilting in the previous video. In this lesson, you will learn about the factor affecting the rate of transpiration. So by the end of this video, you should be able to describe and explain how the effect of variation of air movement or wind speed, temperature, humidity, as well as light intensity has on the rate of transpiration. So just a brief overview of the factors affecting the rate of transpiration. There are external factors as well as internal factors. The external factors are the factors which we are concerned about. So as mentioned, it is light intensity, humidity, wind speed, as well as temperature. Internally, leaf area, thickness of cuticle, number of stomata, as well as distribution of stomata can affect rate of transpiration. But they are not important and probably will not be tested unless there's a change in your syllabus outline. So factor affecting the rate of transpiration, we look at light intensity first. So light will affect the size of stomata. If you can recall in the chapter of nutrition in plant, during the day, the stomata will open. So higher light intensity will cause the gut cell to photosynthesize, and the gut cell will pump in ion, which will reduce the water potential. So water molecules will move into the gut cell through osmosis, and this will cause the gut cell to become turgid, and the stomata will open as a result and increase the rate of transpiration, because you can imagine the opening is wider, therefore there's more space for the water vapor molecules to diffuse out from the leaf. As for humidity, increase in water vapor content in the surrounding air. This will decrease the water potential gradient between the airspace inside the leaf as well as the surrounding. This will lower the rate of diffusion of those water vapor molecules since the water potential gradient is lower. And as a result, the rate of transpiration will decrease. So increasing humidity will decrease the rate of transpiration. Increase in wind speed will blow away more water vapor molecules just outside of the stomata. So this will help to maintain the steep water potential gradient since the water vapor that are gathering outside the leaf can be quickly blown away. So this is similar to our small intestine where it is well supplied with blood capillary. The blood can easily carry the nutrients that have been absorbed away, so the steep concentration gradient is maintained. So in the case of leaf, the water vapor molecules are blown away and the steep water potential gradient is maintained between the airspace inside the leaf as well as the surrounding. So rate of transpiration will increase when there is strong wind. As for temperature, increase in surrounding temperature will increase the rate of evaporation of water from the cell surface. So increase in water potential gradient between the intercellular space as well as the atmosphere will cause the rate of diffusion of water vapor molecules into the surrounding to increase, therefore increasing the rate of transpiration. So just to summarize the external factor influencing the rate of transpiration, for light, it will affect the opening of stomata because the gut cell will become more turgid in the presence of light due to glucose being produced, it can undergo respiration and do some active transport to decrease the water potential so water can move in. So water vapor molecules will move in through osmosis. As for humidity, it will affect the diffusion gradient between the airspace inside the leaf as well as the atmosphere or the surrounding. Higher humidity will decrease the rate of transpiration. As for wind speed, it changes the diffusion gradient by altering the rate which water vapor surrounding the leaf is being blown away. So it will help to maintain a steep concentration gradient. As for temperature, it affects the rate of evaporation of water molecules into the airspace. And because it's heat energy, it will cause the water vapor molecules to have higher kinetic energy, so they will be moving faster, and therefore the rate of them diffusing out from the stomata will also be higher. And this will be all for the factors which affect the rate of transpiration. You just have to know 4 of them by heart. And if you understand, it is actually not very difficult.